Hey, I'm Tim Picklepecker, and what a game we had for week 2. Let's dive into it. Andreas Yanda. Man, that guy made huge strides since last week. He connected on all but one pass, and while he did have an interception, it was late in the game and it wasn't game-breaking. Was it bad? Sure, but he's young and he's gonna make those mistakes from time to time. The real story is Brooks Weddle was alive in this game. Holy hell did he run like crazy. He went for 94 yards from 6 carries compared to just 18 yards and 9 carries last week. I was afraid he might be past his prime, but my man still got it. The rookie tight end Malachi Anaya got only 1 reception for 8 yards compared to 6 receptions and a touchdown last week. Maybe we're just trying to move the ball around more. Let's not let Anaya get lost in that equation. He's kind of the best offensive player on the team at the moment. Kareth Dieter didn't light the world on fire with 38 yards and 2 receptions, but he got 1 more reception than last week, so I guess that's a positive. Bryant Purcell was utilized a little more with 3 receptions, 71 yards, and a touchdown. But Coach Slapass needs to make sure these guys are getting the ball more. On the defensive side, DeAndre Bowers got a sack and LJ Herron forced a fumble. The defense held the Steelers to just 3 points, so this might provide hope that our defensive scheme is starting to come together. On the offensive line, though, we had our center, Vance Fant, shoot a butt snap. Never heard of it? Yeah, neither has anyone else. But it sure wrecked Acrisure Stadium, leaving it with a surely acrid smell. Anyway, let's take a couple calls. Tanya, you're on the air. Go.
Yeah, hi, Tim. What's up?
Right.
Hey, what was up with that butt snap near the end of the game?
Yeah, Tanya, that's a really old, obscure ball snap technique that nobody uses because of the risk of spiking a log in your pants with it. It's supposed to disrupt defenses because they can't see the ball at the line, and then, assuming it's done right, it's supposed to stink the place up, causing mass confusion. The one other time it was done was back in 1904 by Quincy Elflein, who invented it, but he crapped himself real good, and while the play resulted in a touchdown, he never lived it down. However, this week, center Vance Fant heeded the call, and he got a game ball from the coach for taking that sacrifice, and also sacrificing his underwear. Little bit of RBFL history there. Good question. Thanks for the call. Next, we got Shelby. You're on. What do you got?
Yeah, I was at this game, and I hope we're done doing that butt snap, because that stink traveled into the stands, and it was truly awful. It has destroyed my sense of smell, and now it's all I smell. Everything smells like that rancid blast of gas. It didn't even net us a major gain. It was a handoff to Weddle, and it wasn't even a big play or anything.
Yeah, like I said, there's a reason it hasn't been done since 1904. It was never banned by the RBFL Rules and Regulations Committee, but it probably will be after this just for safety purposes for both players and fans. RIP your sense of smell. Unlike the Steelers, maybe they'll make a comeback. Alright, next week the Sunsets play the Eagles at home. The Eagles are 2-0 and look really good this season. I'm not expecting a win here, but hopefully we can put up at least a little bit of a battle. After that, for week 4, we've got a game against Indianapolis and Tylen Conway, who's reportedly looking for a bit of revenge against his former team. Week 4's game is taking place overseas in the RBFL International Series, but the location is still to be determined at this moment. And now it's time to pay the bills with a word from our sponsor, Boner Buster. Have you ever pitched a tent at the worst possible time? Sure, we all have. It happens to the best of us. I'm popping wood right now and I have no idea why. Try Boner Buster. You wrap this loose-fitting band around your mini-me, and it will sense the change in blood flow and stiffness. Then the band sends signals to an earpiece that begins telling you to think about things like sports and apple pie. If that doesn't work, it'll then go more extreme and tell you to think about your grandma naked, or getting kicked in the balls. If that still doesn't work, then it'll give you numbers to local psychologists. Not to kink shame, but it's possible that you've got some issues to work through. Try Boner Buster now. One last thing before I go. Jenk Jenkins over at 107.4 The Text down in Houston. Well, I could say some stuff, but my mother always taught me that if I don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. He knows what he did.
Coach Slapass here. If you like this video and you want to keep up to date with this team, you gotta throw to the like button, taunt your opponents in the comments, and truck that subscribe button. Now get to the film room and analyze the rest of the videos on this channel. Hut hut hut!